first interception of the year, and the Hurricane defense, much maligned, gets a stop. And Stephen Morris to Philip Dorsett. Dorsett has a catch. Duke Johnson is checked in for Miami. Sensational freshman. He is snowed under immediately. It'll be picked up the 1 yard that Miami has in his first 2 plays. Gale coming on the rush. Picked up nicely. Morris taking a shot to Dorsett, and Dorsett just out of his reach. Anton.
It's a one-on-one opportunity outside with his fastest wide receiver, Philip Dorsett, against Antoine Exum, the best cornerback from Virginia Tech. That's a shot you've got to take in your Stephen Morris.
They got to shape up, beam the ball.
2.2 seconds, way too slow to get that punt out of there. That's caused by the snap. Stephen Morris trying to take advantage immediately. Morris throws low and incomplete for his team in terms of tempo. Morris firing, back shoulder fade, touchdown Allen Hurns.
His wide receiver open. Here's Hurns working against Antoine Exum. He's the best corner. It's not open. You can't lead him to the corner. You aim for his back right shoulder.
Advantage. Mike James has the carry.
Cushion outside right now on the wideouts.
Sean Scott at the top of your screen. Moore steps up, dumps it underneath, wide open, and walking into the end zone is Mike. Losing streak, a thing of the past, and the Hurricanes so far backing up their promise.
It's worked really well.
Morris to the outside, it is complete, and having great speed is Dorsett. He couldn't quite get away from it.
It's a post corner. He's going to push up here, put the foot in the ground, run to the post, kind of looks back for a moment, and completely turns the cornerback Exum around. Only a sophomore, true sophomore, but nice route.
Mike James.
Catch the football. They've been able to pass against anybody.
Morris will pass against Virginia Tech, and he'll take a shot to Dorsett. Exum was on the coverage. You alluded to the Notre Dame game, too. Dorsett dropped 2 short touchdown passes. I mean, just flat drops as Morris doesn't run often, and we'll have to see why.
They're not happy with their special teams right now. Stop putting me in a bind.
And an opportunity for another big play. The Duke is on the run. Duke Johnson still on his feet. Inside the 15 and down to the 10. Duke Johnson.
They want to get him the football, but watch the defensive end at the bottom of the screen right here. Watch him pause just for a second and not take the dive down low. Opens up a little bit of a crease for Duke. And the Duke of South Beach, we know he can fly.
They're going to give Duke another yard. Call it 65. Now Morris is going to grab. Nice. He might wind up being Miami royalty if he keeps this up. Johnson bouncing. Can't bounce free of the Hokies. It'll be 3rd down and goal.
Game in the backfield.
Crawford tries to cut the rusher. Morris chased out, throwing toward the end zone. Incomplete. He was looking for Hearn, giving it to him back out at the 4-yard line, which is about where he caught it.
The best position to run what they want to.
Morris fires complete and taking a big hit after making the. Mike James. Not much. And he plays a lot of guys, but a lot of young guys. Morris being chased, and he fires another completion. Slipping a tackle with Scott, and an excellent effort. Now Miami. Another play action pass. Morris going in for his tight end, and Walford has it. Clive Walford making
athleticism, and he makes an unbelievable catch here, working the deep crossing route off of play action. You know, guys, in recent years, whether it's been Jeremy Shockey, Kellen Winslow Jr., Greg Olson, or even Jim
on him on that last play.
Morris back to work. And he's got Walford again. Big fella's rumbling. Inside the 20, lowers his head and runs through Dietrich Bond. Wildcat, and here we see it. Dallas Crawford, number 25, is going to take the snap. Crawford can throw it. He throws into traffic, and he might be fortunate to get that one back.
Duke Johnson, you're going to see right here, number 8. Just going to run
Morris come across the formation.
Just give it to the running back right now. Just give it to number 8. But you see, all these guys want the touchdown pass. They try to.
Wanted to show he could sling that pill. That's what he wanted to do.
Spin the beam.
Morris dances away from one, and he'll throw it out in the back of the end zone. 3rd and running back.
A bump and run man-to-man.
Morris Stands in, out of the backfield to Johnson. He's hit, stayed on his feet momentarily to Kyle Fuller.
They gave up in the first. He said that is not Virginia Tech football.
Mike James with the first carry of the second half, and that was
94. You got to stay on the field, convert thirds.
Stephen Morris, not noted as a runner, but
third, big one right here.
Morris steps up. James Gale's after him. Morris going to fire it into traffic and is knocked down. There was some contact between Devon Johnson and Anton Exum. Morris, the arms extended. Johnson had his arms extended. No official extended his hand to reach in and grab his flag, so it'll be fourth down.
Anton didn't extend his arms, but he gave a nice little bear hug when he was coming in right there. You can't have contact on the receiver when the ball's in the air. Should have been pass interference.
Stephen Morris in the offense taking over at the 39. Duke Johnson hit in the backfield.
Hit.
75 yards rushing, 65 of it on Duke's run. Now the explosive shot and a tremendous play by Anton Exum to
play. Oftentimes leave the middle of the field open, and Miami trying to exploit that. I'll tell you what, Anton Exum, they've been trying to pick on him all game, taking shots. Hearns caught a touchdown pass earlier on Exum. Exum gets one back.
Play on 2nd and 16. Gale pressuring Stephen Morris. Morris able to get away. Now throwing it, and
Allen Hearns right here at the bottom of the screen. He tries to break out. There's a little bit of a tug right there.
Throwing the flag on that.
Come on now, quarterback.
I'm a quarterback. Body's near him. Can't have that mistake.
There's a second red zone turnover tonight for Thomas. Morris is going to take a shot. Dorsett's out there, but Exum was all over him, and this time
away with a couple pass interferences.
Pass interference gets the defense. Number 1, 15 yards to previous spot. Automatic first down.
I love the play call for Jed Fish. Back on your own 1-yard line, take a shot. You reverse field position on one throw. Now, it's not the NFL. You don't get all the yards, but 15 yards down there, that's huge.
Remember, you can face guard in college, but you can't just touch it.
Dude, always.
that's what's known as the begrudging acceptance of a penalty on the
Shots.
Morris won't pick on the secondary this time. Mike James doesn't get much going in.
Bad as we thought we were.
Yeah.
They're just really good. No, seriously.
Yeah, great.
For all that's gone right tonight for Miami, they have yet to convert a third down, and they're not going to here. It's going to be holding in the backfield.
Because you're not doing things like that.
Stephen Morris feeling the heat, brought those eyes down for a minute, and then threw it out to 0 for 7. Just gets rid of it, and he misses Dorsett.
And Hearns at the bottom of the screen. He's to the right side of the screen. He's not in your screen right now. You're going to see him at the top here come wide open down the right sidelines. Stephen Morris never even looked over that. Here he is. Just throw it. It's
Their defense hasn't made any mistakes in the second half. Stephen Morris firing for Hearns, incomplete. Symbolizes the blue-collar work ethic, hard-nosed style, but Foster demands. Duke Johnson, that throw was a little bit low. Duke, and David mentioned earlier, that pass rush might have altered his perception a little bit. Steven steps up now and fires way too high for Philip Dorsett. And Morris fires a dart to Hearns. Here, David. 2nd and 10. Morris reloads, got a screen set up for Duke Johnson, except all the screen blockers opportunity. Try to get off the field on 3rd down again. Morris has a man open at spot, and this is the biggest play of the second half for the Hurricanes. Into Virginia Tech territory goes with Sean.
line up in a bunch formation to the left side. It's another busted coverage by Virginia Tech. They leave the underneath receiver wide open, and it's an easy throw for Stephen.
26 on 3rd and 12, the first 3rd down conversion of the night. Mike James rumbling inside the 40. Running to James. James running through tackles and gets down to the 30. Another.
It's going to take usually more than one guy to bring him down. Nice job. It's decisive. He's a tough cat.
Running behind the left tackle. And
Bay trying to make it a 2-score game. Back to the ground with James. James will pick up about 3. Stephen Morris. Dorsett looking for the double pass. Morris is open if he can get it to him. Stephen Morris has it. Morris inside the 10. It'll be 1st and goal for the Hurricanes.
they're going to get a little throwback here, and he's just going to kind of wiggle out the top. No one runs with him. Virginia Tech trying to attack on Philip Dorsett. Dorsett does a nice job cutting back across the field to buy himself time.
Goal. Give to Duke. Looking for room. Squirting toward the goal line. Did he get in? He did.
You have to love the decisiveness of the true freshman right here. He sees a crease, only 188 pounds. Puts his foot in the ground, gets north-south. Is able to break the plane with the football, I think, before his knee touches.
The Hurricane lead is
Such a talent. To see him be inconsistent is not a good sign for him.
Hurricanes doing it on the ground. The freshman Johnson. Duke Johnson. Johnson has the first down and a lot more. Duke the stiff arm, and he's down in the Hokies 35.
He seemed a little bit banged up, but
Oh, that's the L button.
Jarrett.
That's the L button on the PlayStation.
and then he gives the stiff arm to the face too.
Wallace Wade Stadium in Durham, North Carolina. Could it be that that game's for the ACC Coastal Championship? Mike James turning the corner, trying to put the...
A lot of wounds self-inflicted. And now this is discouraging here at the end. This is even worse now because...
Right now, this could restore a little energy, too, to beat a team that's dominated the conference since joining it as Virginia Tech had. That's a long way down the road. A lot of football to play. As Duke Johnson falls down. And certainly Florida State. Duke Johnson has it. He'll be wrapped up. It'll be 4th down. Going to fall below 500. Go to 4-5 on the season. Their 3rd ACC loss.
we saw a lot of
See in November heading into tonight.
Mike James headed to the corner, and he's knocked down as we head.
We'll get back at practice. He'll prepare for one of the best defenses in the country next week.
It's Thursday night. We'll be in Lane Stadium.
It'll be a challenge, and Virginia Tech can play defense. We've seen that tonight in spurts. Could be an entertaining game for sure.